6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister performed groundbreaking of Greater Karachi Water Supply Scheme in Karachi today. Government will relaunch laptop scheme for youth this year under umbrella of Prime Minister's Youth Programme. National Disaster Management Authority has sent cargo ship carrying 186.3 tons of relief items for quake-affected people of Turkey and Syria. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for a legally binding instrument to deal with increasing cyber threats to international peace and security. The United Nations has honored 8 Pakistani peacekeepers who lost their lives serving under the UN flag. Pakistan will take on India in a match of Junior Asia Cup hockey tournament at Salalah in Oman tomorrow. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif performed a groundbreaking of Greater Karachi Water Supply Scheme K4 at a ceremony in Governor House in Karachi today. Addressing the ceremony, the Prime Minister expressed the determination to take the country on path of development again through unity despite challenges. The Prime Minister said it is heartening that both the PPP and MQM are sincere and on the same page regarding the development of the province and the country. Talking about the K4 project, the Prime Minister said it was a criminal act of PTI government to delay this vital project and announced that the PDM government will give it the top priority in the next budget to get it completed at the earliest. Addressing the ceremony, the Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said that people of Sindh have huge hopes from the federal government and leadership of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif will lead us to the path of development. He said Karachi is the main artery and economic hub of the country and development of this city can rid the country of the IMF. Talking about last year's floods, Bilawal Bhutto Zardari said that Sindh faced devastation in a large area and even the infrastructure of the metropolis was destroyed. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari also thanked the Prime Minister for finally giving the people of Karachi the gift of K4 and said the federal government's interest in the welfare of Karachi is much appreciated. Speaking on the occasion, the chairman WADA, retired Lieutenant General Sajjad Ghani, informed that the Greater Karachi Water Supply Scheme K4 will resolve the water supply issue to a huge extent by providing 65 crore gallons of water to Karachi on a daily basis. He said that the project is being completed in 2 phases, of which the first phase is already underway and will be completed by the end of next year. He said that the first phase is being completed at a cost of 126 billion rupees that is being provided by the federal government. Chairman WADA further informed that the completion of the first phase would provide 26 crore gallons of water, while 39 crore gallons will be added to the supply system after the completion of second phase. He said that under this project, 111-kilometer long pipeline will be laid to supply water to Karachi from Kinjar Lake. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif says the government is committed to providing genuine support to all the export sectors, including textiles, leather and sports, to help increase the country's export volume. He was addressing the inaugural ceremony of the 4th International Textile and Leather Exhibition at Expo Center in Karachi today. He lauded the industrialists who, despite the challenges and difficulties, have contributed immensely in promoting Pakistan's textiles and leather industry. Shehbaz Sharif said the textile sector constituted 60% of total exports, while 40% labor force was absorbed in this sector, and hence all-out support will be provided to boost this sector. The Prime Minister said Pakistan is committed to follow and implement all the requirements of international organizations like the International Labour Organization. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said the entire nation values the sacrifices of martyrs and will always remember them. He made the remarks during telephonic conversation with the heirs of the security personnel martyred in recent acts of terrorism in the country. Commiserating with the bereaved families, the President paid glowing tributes to the martyrs. Defense Minister Khwaja Mohammad Asif says attacks on state installations on May 9 were carried out by the PTI miscreants through proper planning. Talking to media outside Jinnah House in Lahore today, he said Imran Khan never missed an opportunity to target the Pakistan army. The defense minister said the saddest part is that the rare photos of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah were burnt and the statues of those who sacrificed their lives for the nation were broken. The government will relaunch laptop scheme for the youth this year under the umbrella of Prime Minister's Youth Programme. This was stated by Special Assistant on Youth Affairs Shahza Fatma while speaking at a news conference in Islamabad today. She said under the scheme, 100,000 laptops will be provided to the youth this year. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. PTI leader and former Punjab Minister Murad Ras, along with his companions, have announced parting ways from PTI Chairman Imran Khan and the party. Addressing a joint news conference in Lahore today, they strongly condemned 9th May's incidents and said such shameful events should not take place in any case. National Disaster Management Authority has sent a cargo ship carrying 186.3 tons of relief items for the quake-affected people of Turkey and Syria. The relief goods include tarpaulins, tents, bedding, clothing and generators. The ship will drop off the 8 containers at Mersin port of Turkey and Latakia port in Syria. At the United Nations, Pakistan has called for a legally binding instrument to deal with increasing cyber threats to international peace and security. Pakistan's Deputy Permanent Representative to the UN, Amir Khan, while speaking during the Security Council's meeting in New York, said cyber attacks are taking place with an increased intensity. He said peaceful use of information and communication technologies and preventing cyber warfare were a critical challenge that needs to be tackled. The United Nations has honored 8 Pakistani peacekeepers among 103 military, police and civilian personnel who lost their lives serving under the UN flag. A special ceremony marked the 75th anniversary of UN peacekeeping was held in New York, at which peacekeepers were decorated posthumously. Presiding over the ceremony, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the UN peacekeepers support security, stability and the rule of law in host countries, and they are seen as a beacon of hope and protection. A team of Pakistani doctors who was sent to the African country Chad by Comstech is continuing free cataract surgeries in capital N'Djamena. 225 cataract operations were performed on the 3rd day of Free Eye Camp. In the next 3 days, the medical team will conduct 108-day free operations. In addition, the Comstech, in collaboration with Islamic Development Bank, will provide a 2-year specialized postgraduate training to 16 African ophthalmologists. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, a media report has said that by holding the G20 tourism meeting in Srinagar, Indian authorities hope to show that the territory is now peaceful and stable following the revocation of its special status. But contrary to this, the Kashmiris termed the campaign just a facade. As per the report by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation News, the locals said the Kashmiri people are oppressed and can't speak openly. The locals said that the Modi regime wanted to show the world that occupied Kashmir is peaceful, but it is not. And now hockey. Pakistan will take on India in a match of Junior Asia Cup hockey tournament at Salalah in Oman tomorrow. Earlier, Pakistan junior hockey team beat Chinese Taipei by 15-1 in their first match and Thailand by 9-0 in their second match. Besides, Pakistan will take Japan on Monday. And now cricket. The 6th and last unofficial one-day international between Pakistan Shaheens and Zimbabwe Select will be played in Harare tomorrow. The match will start at 15 minutes past 12 in the afternoon. Zimbabwe lead the series by 3-2. And finally, the weather report. Hot and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, dust with wind and thunderstorm and rain with isolated heavy falls is expected in Upper Punjab, Islamabad, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan. Isolated heavy falls are likely to occur in northeast Punjab, Kashmir, and adjoining hilly areas during the forecast period. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.